Hello all, this is Anupama Zavargi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is part 2 of the mirror exercise video that I have done previously. So I would request, if you haven't seen that video, please go back, watch that one and then come back to this one. In the mirror exercise video, we have discussed two exercises. The first one was a life loves me exercise. The second one was standing in front of the mirror at night and listing your achievements, your disciplines and your temptations that you have avoided. So a friend called me and she had a question about the second exercise. She said, what do we do if we don't have any successes or achievements for the day? What do we tell ourselves at night? So when she asked me this question, I realized that maybe some other people might also have this question in mind, and I thought I absolutely need to answer this question because this question is very important when it comes to doing the mirror exercises. The whole point of doing the mirror exercise is to increase your self-confidence and self-esteem. So if you stand in front of the mirror and think that you don't have any achievements for the day, it's going to work the other way, right? It's actually going to bring down your confidence and self-esteem. So there is a poker chip theory out there which says that the more poker chips you have, the more you will bet them, right? If let's say you have 5 poker chips and I have 100 poker chips. So who's going to play conservatively? You are, because you just have 5, so you are going to be averse to taking any kind of risk. Whereas if I have 100, then I'll be more willing to take a risk, bet more chips on the poker game. So the same thing is with self-esteem or self-confidence. The less you have, the less you are going to be enthusiastic about actually participating in anything, or go asking for help, getting your queries answered. So one way to increase your self confidence and self motivation is a mirror exercise, great exercise like the mirror exercise, which is based on the principle that a way to accomplish more is to actually acknowledge what you have already accomplished. So it's like you're not going to look for your daily achievements in terms of, let's say if you are a working professional or having a business, you're not going to get a new client or a new order every day. So what is going to be your success for that day? It's how you showed up for your work that day. Were you confident? Were you positive? Did you have a great discussion with your client? Were you able to convince him? Were you enthusiastic about talking to your client or customer? Did you solve his queries? Did you go that extra mile for somebody, or you were courteous towards your co-workers? You went out of the way to help somebody with their problems. Or if you're a student, there's not going to be an exam every day. So it's not going to be like, okay, I scored A grade in today's exam. So what are your achievements going to be? It's like you solved some examples on your own before the professor or the teacher told you to do so. You revised some stuff. You actually asked for help. You contacted the principal and professor and asked your queries, instead of just ignoring those. You helped one of your classmates. You finished some project on time. You started working on thing where the deadline is later, but you already started thinking about it. So these kind of achievements you are going to have every day. Not like, okay, there was an exam and I got an A, and then like next 39 days there's nothing to show as an achievement. So we are going to look at all these small achievements. How you show up. Were you positive? Were you more attentive? Were you better at managing your time? Did you have any me time? Because that's also very important. Some people, when you think that you haven't done anything, actually maybe you can say that you had more me time that day. You actually pampered yourself, or just relax that day. With your in your favorite corner and watch some videos, or listen to your favorite song. So that could be something you did for yourself, which is a great achievement. So you can list that. One thing I want to say, especially for all my homemaker friends, I feel very sad when a lot of homemakers, when they get introduced, they just somebody asks them, what do you do, and they say, I'm just a housewife. It really bothers me. I feel very sad because they are the ones who are responsible for making a house a home, but they are more than other people taking them for granted. They take themselves for granted. What they do is like, they don't think that what they're doing is special, because no other profession says that, right? No other person from any other profession, no teacher says, I'm just just a teacher, I'm just a doctor, I'm just an engineer. So why should a housewife just say that I'm just a housewife? They should take pride in what they're doing. And what happens is, over the years, they get so used to doing it, they become so perfect at it, it becomes easy, it comes naturally and easily to them, that they stop valuing it. Initially we are all excited. First dish we cook, we show everybody, we tell our moms, I made this. But then later on, when we cook like 24, every day, 7 days a week, 365 days, we just, that initial charm is lost. So we just take it for granted that, yeah, we are good at it, but we don't acknowledge that. So forget about your family or your friends acknowledging it. You need to acknowledge that yourself, that you are doing it, your house is running smoothly because of you. So that is going to be your achievement for the day. So if you are serving balanced meal to your family with lots of love, nobody else can do that other than you. So you have to acknowledge that. If your house is running seamlessly, the groceries are getting refilled, you are dealing with all your maids and all other people who come into your house, and managing your household duties with their help, that is a big achievement. So you need to list that, because nobody has an achievement every day that is like a quantifiable achievement. It is these achievements. I would say that just standing in front of the mirror and doing the mirror exercise is a big achievement. So first thing I would say to anyone who is doing the mirror exercises, first acknowledge that I'm open to trying out new things. I've started doing this mirror exercise. This is day 1, day 2, day 3, whatever your day you are on. So I'm willing to put myself out there and try out new things. I'm more positive now, or I'm looking forward to more things in life. I'm thinking about a new transition in my life. You can list all these things. Sometimes it's difficult for us to list our own achievements, but if some friend tells us, we are a lot more compassionate with our best friends than we are with ourselves. We are more judgmental towards ourselves. So think, when you look in the mirror, maybe think that your best friend is standing in front of you, and what would you tell your best friend? That is another tip that you can use, so that it becomes a little easier. If my best friend tells me this, I'll tell her 100 things that she does in her day that is very valuable. So you can use that, or you can just go general, like I had more positive thoughts than negative thoughts today, I'm more open to trying out new things. Or you can even list your past achievements. That's also another way you can do it. It doesn't have to be that day. Whatever you've done. Let's say somebody's lost their job and is looking for a new one, they can list what they achievements they have had during their previous job, that they have already done this, and now they're looking, now I'm looking forward to the next position that I'm going to hold in my life. So that is another way of doing it. As kids, we are so excited. I have a 1.5-year-old niece, and anytime she does even a small thing, she starts clapping, and then she looks at everyone else and makes sure that we are also all clapping. So while doing this mirror exercise, I want you all to have that kind of enthusiasm. It's, you are talking to yourself, you are appreciating yourself. So why not have that kid-like enthusiasm and list any kind of small detail that you can think of. Trust me, initially it is hard. Yes, you think, what is this? I'm listing all these small achievements. This is not even an achievement. Slowly you will realize that is what is building your confidence. That is what is building your self-esteem. All these small things that we are ignoring in our day-to-day lives, they are so important. They are those poker chips that we are collecting. So that's why we are doing this exercise. It's for our benefit, our self-confidence, our self-esteem. So we need to list any small achievement. Even like I got out of bed on time is a big achievement. There are people who are so down, they don't feel like getting out of bed. So even that could be an achievement. I have watered my plants. I gave somebody a hug. If you have kids, I gave my kids a hug. I listened to them today. That's a big achievement. So you have to start noticing all these small things that you do for yourself and for others, and that's the way to boost your self-confidence and self-esteem, by actually acknowledging what you're already doing. I'm not telling you to do more and more things and then list them, and then your self-confidence and self-esteem is going to increase. No, it's the other way. You actually list what you're already doing, boost your self-confidence, and move on to doing more and more things. You'll automatically start doing more and more things, and you'll get back to me that how this exercise has made a difference to you. So I would really encourage you, don't miss a day. I'm sure you'll find some achievement to list for that day. The second point was doing actually your this thing exercise, whatever disciplines that you had decided you are going to do, meditation, exercise, that is easy to do. And the third part was whatever the temptations that you didn't give in to that day. So those two are a bit easier. The first one needs a little more attention, but maybe a day you don't have anything to list for the one or two of those. That's fine. Just don't break the chain of the exercise, and whatever comes to mind, or just general statements. If that's this exercise itself seems a little difficult at the beginning, I would suggest you do the Life Loves Me exercise for 7 days first, because that will really boost your bring your confidence or self esteem to a level when this becomes easier, because that is a very unconditional exercise, because it's like life loves me unconditionally. There's no ifs and buts, and if I do this, so you do that for 7 days. So I'm sure then your self esteem will come to a level, and you will notice more and more things that you are doing, and start the second exercise. So I hope this brings a little more clarity into the mirror exercise, and I would love to hear from you all. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments, or actually you can also send me an email. If you found this video useful, please click the like button, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned. Thank you.